At first glance, this painting feels unreal, as if you're not looking at a scene, but at a memory or a dream that hasn't fully formed yet. Soft colors, a silent landscape, objects that look familiar and yet completely wrong. This is The Persistence of Memory by Salvador Dalí, a painting that looks like a dream, but is painted with terrifying precision. The first thing everyone notices is the clocks. They are melting, drooping, losing their shape as if time itself has become tired. Clocks are supposed to be rigid, exact, unforgiving, but here they behave like soft fabric left in the sun. And that single detail already tells us something is broken. Look closer. One clock is covered in ants. In Dalí's visual language, ants often symbolize decay, death, the slow breakdown of matter. This is not abstract decoration, it's a warning. Even time, the thing we trust the most, is rotting. Now look at the center of the painting. This strange, pale shape. It looks like a face, but melted. An eye closed in sleep. Eyelashes still visible. Many art historians believe this is a distorted self-portrait of Dalí, not the artist awake, but the artist dreaming. Notice how calm it is, no fear, no tension. This is not a nightmare, it's a controlled dream. And that control is crucial. Now shift your attention to the background. The sea is perfectly still. The cliffs are sharp and solid. This landscape is based on a real place, the coast of Catalonia, where Dalí grew up. Reality exists here, but it's far away, separated from the dream by silence. Dalí painted The Persistence of Memory in 1931. He was only 27 years old. At that time, Surrealism wasn't about randomness. It was about precision. Dalí developed what he called the paranoid critical method, a way to access the subconscious while remaining fully conscious. In other words, he didn't paint chaos. He dissected it. Look at this clock hanging from a dead tree branch. The branch is cut, dry, lifeless. Time has nothing living to hold on to. It simply sags, as if gravity itself has changed. Another clock rests on a hard surface, but even there, it melts. This tells us something unsettling. The environment doesn't matter. Time loses its meaning everywhere. Notice how much empty space there is. The painting is small, but it feels vast. Nothing moves, nothing happens. This is not a moment frozen in time. This is a world where time no longer works. Many people associate this painting with Einstein's theory of relativity, and while Dalí denied a direct connection, the idea fits. Time here is not universal, not objective, not stable. It stretches, it collapses, it becomes personal, just like in dreams. So what is this painting really about? Memory. Not memory as a record of facts, but memory as something unstable. We think the past is fixed, but it isn't. It bends, it softens. It changes shape every time we touch it. This is why the painting feels unsettling, because it's not fantasia. It's an accurate portrait of how the human mind actually works. We live inside melting clocks. Almost a century later, The Persistence of Memory still feels modern, because time hasn't become clearer, only faster, and we still try to hold on to something solid while everything quietly slips. So here's the question. When you look at this painting, do you see a dream or do you see reality, finally telling the truth about time? Tell me what you noticed first.